Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fine. In today's video, I'm going to talk about this very popular book that is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Duck. I'm not going to actually pronounce the name. It's a cuss word, so I'm not going to repeat it all over in my video. But this is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Duck. This is written by Mark Manson. He's a bestseller writer of this book, and then there's a second sequel to this book as well. Whenever I went to bookstores in class 8th, 9th, 10th, which is like I don't know how many years back, 2, 3, 4 years back, I used to find this book everywhere. Even if you walk into a bookstore, a famous bookstore, let's say a home bookstore or any bookstore in your locality, and you go there and you ask for this book by Mark Manson, there are 100% chances, 99% chances, let's be precise, that this book will be present there. What is in this book that makes it so special? Now, number one, the marketing has been like really precise. It has been really good. Over 3 million copies were sold of this book. I'm sure it continues to sell to even today. I think Mark Manson has been brutally honest while writing this book. I read it long back, 3 years back. It's more like it's very refreshing. There are a lot of counterintuitive approaches which are given. There are anecdotes which are mentioned, and it is just not a self-help book. I'm just not going to stick to this being a self-help book or not. I'm just going to also introduce you with the bads and the negative sides and the things I don't like about this book for the very first time on my channel, because I don't do that really often. I think the last time I actually talked about the bad things in a book was It Ends With Us. So I do these things rarely. It's not my cup of tea to point out negatives in a book. But just because this book is sold too much, like it's there in every bookstore, that's the only reason I'm going to talk about the negatives which are there in the book. So without wasting any time, let's move on in this video. I'm going to move to the goods of this book first. Now, Mark Manson in this book throughout has been like really honest guy. It's someone like, for example, I tell you that your outfit is looking bad today, and you feel bad, but you appreciate me. It's just like that. He's brutally honest. It's like difficult to explain how brutally honest he is. He's not mincing words, he's not sugarcoating you, he's just straight on the point, and that's like painful truths that he presents to you that you might already be aware of, but if you would have forgotten by any chance, he reminds you of that. Number two is the practical wisdom. Like many self-help books give you a theoretical philosophy, but this book actually tells you with practical examples, real world advices. It's like having a seasoned mentor guide who is like there to help you all the time. Now this book has a writing style which I found to be very witty and irrelevant style that adds a layer of humor to it. It's often, sometimes it deviates from its genre of self-help book. It's like having a conversation, a funny conversation. You might also find it chuckling when you are reading it, but I somehow feel that there's also an empowering message which is embedded in this. So they start by saying that there's this empowering message in the book which I strongly felt that was to take control of your own life, but it's not something that I didn't know before. It's something that I knew that before, right? So I did not need a book. I did not need to spend 200 rupees on this. Like, it encourages self-reflection, personal growth, fresh perspective on what truly matters. But I just feel that this book has nothing different than any other self-help book. But this is something which aced the marketing. It aced the marketing. It's there in every bookstore. Lot of copies have been sold already. But still, it does not has a USP to it. Well, I would rate this book 3 out of 5. If you haven't already read it, I would suggest you to read it if you want to know what is there inside the book that is making it so popular. I would also say that it is a thought provoking book, but then again, it could have been better if he wrote it like a more cleaner version of it. I have not read the sequel. I have just heard that there is the sequel that is called Everything is Dugged. Again, I'm not going to use the word. Um, it's again a wake up call to stop chasing unattainable ideals and unattainable goals. Uh, but I still think that self help books like these that focus on personal growth cannot actually give you something that you don't already know. So it's more of being practical, and I don't think these books can actually provide you a lot of knowledge. That's what I think at the moment. My ideas might change over a period of time, but right now I believe that these books cannot actually give me uh, any practical knowledge. Everyone's lives are different, everyone has different obstacles in their lives, so I feel that you will have different problems, you'll have different solutions to it, and no book as such can provide you with that experience stuff. With that, I'll end the video, and I'll try to be really right now I'm at my home, so I'm getting my time to record my stuff, but when I go to college I don't actually get time, but I'll still try to record a video this semester. I have not made any video as such, so I'll try to make a vlog or something from my college. Um, that's it for the time being, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.